clicked on this video, it's probably because you're looking for a good quality tripod. However, you don't want to spend $1,200-1,300 on one. I was too, and this is what I found. This is the ArtSice CS80C carbon fiber tripod for $267 right now on Amazon. It is the best budget tripod that I've found on the market. The legs are made with a 10-layer carbon fiber wrap. For me, it's been enough. It's been more than adequate to hold my camera, to hold my lenses, and I have some pretty big lenses. I have a Canon R5 with a 400-2.8, and I also shoot with a Fujifilm 200 f2. Both of those are considered pro-level glass, and they require a heavy-duty tripod. This has been more than adequate. It's held it. I don't see any detectable camera shake. And when it's late in the afternoon or early in the morning, and I'm trying to get the slowest shutter speed possible, I'm able to do it. And I don't have any vibration. I don't have anything to worry about. Hey, if you're still here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel. And if you really like this tripod, there's a link down below. You can buy this one. I get a small commission. It helps me out, but it won't cost you anything else. In addition to the carbon fiber legs, you have these pieces that screw up so you can let your extend your legs. And these are an aluminum alloy, and the parts that are not aluminum are a very high quality polymer. Now that's important because I've used this tripod to photograph shorebirds on the beach, and even despite being subject to salt water and sand and all those sorts of things, I take it apart, which is really easy. All you do is unscrew these. You can't unscrew them anymore. And I'll show you how to do it here. All the way off. And just pull that off. And you can clean all these threads. And again, this is aluminum. You can clean all these threads and keep that nice and clean so that your tripod keeps working and stays in good shape. Now, when we're talking about these legs, it should note that there's three pieces here. There's obviously the thickest section, it's around 32.5 millimeters. And it goes all the way to this fourth section. And this one's still 22.5 millimeters. So even this one, and this is the one I typically extend the most, because whenever I'm in salt water or sand, I don't want salt water and sand to go to every leg. I just want it to be on one. So I'll extend just this bottom piece. And even though I'm extending the weakest portion of the tripod, this is still stable enough that I can get the shots that I want. So when ArtSice sends you the tripod, they'll also send you a ball head. Now you have two options. This was the cheaper option. I wanted this option so I could save as much money as possible in order to get a gimbal head. And this is the ArtSice I think it's a UB40, and it's pretty decent quality. I used it for a couple of weeks. It wasn't the greatest thing, but again, I wanted a gimbal. But it more than sufficed for what I needed it for. Now, if you are buying this tripod for landscape or product photography or anything like that, this will more than suffice. I just wanted it for wildlife. As for my experience with more expensive tripods versus this one, I have used more expensive tripods. Now, they weren't mine, but I was able to use them for a weekend whenever I hired a guy for a photography trip. I can't tell a difference. I'm sure there is. I have no doubt if you pay an additional $900 for a more expensive tripod, you're going to get something. Maybe it's a better quality system down here where the legs extend. But for me, I couldn't tell the difference. And I don't baby my gear, but I also don't abuse my gear. I try to take care of it. So personally, I don't think I'm going to run into any issues anytime soon with this tripod. I've used it for a couple of years. It's been great so far. So if I'm just being honest, what really sold me on this tripod was the price. $267 off Amazon with the ball head. I just couldn't beat it. The Really Right Stuff and the Gitzo tripod that I was looking at, I think they were $1,000 and $1,200. And I just couldn't justify spending that much money at that time on those two tripods whenever this one was working just fine. I don't have any major complaints. And if you're looking for a really good budget tripod, arguably the best one on the market, check this one out. Get it from Amazon. If you don't like it, send it back. But for me, it has worked very well, and I think it'll probably work for you too if you don't have the budget to spend $1,000 or $1,200 on a name brand tripod. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have a good night.